Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to be reading Job chapter 7. It's got 21 verses. First of all, I just want to tell you all, obviously, happy Thanksgiving. Know what it's about. I know the Pilgrims and the Indians started it all. But if you really think about it, nobody gets along, especially different creeds and stuff. Whether you're African American or, you're white, you're Caucasian, or, Asians, whatever. Nobody really gets along anymore. And, these guys were willing, these people were almost imposters coming into the Indians in countries, they were imposters. And the Indians welcomed them in, taught them things, had a big feast. So, just really think about that. And just, have a good day. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. And, make sure you always thank the Lord for it. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. So let's go ahead and start reading chapter 7 of Job. Let's get into it. Is there not an appointment time to man upon earth? Are not his days also like the days of the hireling? As his servant earnestly desire the shadow, and as an hireling looketh for the reward of his work. So I'm made to possess months vainly, and wearisome nights are appointed to me. When I lay down, I say, when shall I arise? And the night be gone, and I am full of tossing to and fro unto the dawning of the day. My flesh is clothed with worms and clods of dust. My skin is broken and become loathsome. My days are swifter than a weaver's shuttle, and are spent without hope. Oh, remember that my life is wind, and mine eyes shall no more see good. The eye of them that hath seen me shall see no more. Thine eyes are upon me, and I am not. So what Job was saying, right now is just kind of explaining his situation. Obviously, he's probably sleeping outside, because everything was taken from him. His skin, honestly, his whole body probably hurts. His skin is all busted open. There's worms and stuff, on him, and he's sleeping with animals and things. He hasn't had a bath, so he's dirty. His teeth are probably aching, he hasn't had time to clean them or anything. His body's dirty. If you live out in the wilderness, especially back then when it was really nothing, you gotta think of what his body's really going through. His eyes are, being clouded. He's kind of going blind a little bit and things. As the cloud is consumed and vanished away, so he that goeth down to grave shall come up no more. He shall return no more to his house, neither shall his place know him any more. Therefore I will not refrain my mouth. I will speak in the anguish of my spirit. I will complain in the bitterness of my soul. Am I a sea or a well, that thou settest a watch over me? When I say, my bed shall comfort me, my couch shall ease my complaint. Then shall scarce me with dreams, and terrifies me through visions. So he's having visions and dreams that are horrible, so that my soul chooses strangling and death rather than my life. I loathed it, I would not live away. Let me alone, for my days are vanity. What is man that thou shouldest magnify him, and that thou shouldest set thine heart upon him, and that thou shouldest visit him every morning, and try him every moment? How long wilt thou not depart from me, nor let me alone till I swallow down my spill? I have sinned. What shall I do unto thee, O thou preserver, O men? Why hast thou set me as a mark against thee, so that I am a burden to myself? And why dost thou not pardon my transgression? and take away my iniquity. For now shall I asleep in the dust, and thou shalt seek me in the morning, and I shall not be. You know, you really think about Job's situation. He's saying, I've sinned. He knows something has to be up because the situations he's going through. And, all sins the same in God's eyes. And really, think about some sins you have done. And, still a decent life you're living at the moment. Punishments will come. But, look at the situation. I mean, Job was using an example. And, he did not know it then. All the things he's going through off his body. The aches, the pains, the mourning because his family's gone and his servants, and the sadness and depression because everything has been taken away from him. And still this time he's having terrors, night terrors, and he is still not blame God. He still does not blame God. He looks at it that it was his fault. He's the reason that it was like that. Unaware that God was using, letting the devil do this because he knew how faithful Job was, and he knew, and he'd put him in the Bible, and it touched people's lives to this day. I'm reading it, and I'm thinking, wow, man, this dude, is really going through it, and, people blame God for the littlest things, but, sometimes you watch movies and things, they lose a child, or a child's in a coma, and this guy had like 10 kids. He lost all of them. He lost his servants. He lost his money. He lost his wealth, his house, his cattle. His body is falling apart, and yet he still, is for God all the way. So, just really think about that. Really be thankful for what you have, especially judging, Thanksgiving and everything. And just, look on our own way to help people. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next week. And as always, take it easy. And, just keep praying. And, even if you've done, sin after sin and you're trying to do for God, you just got to keep praying, keep believing. And you just got to, let it go. See you guys next week.